Today we've got our hands and feet on another great one even more famous than the last one. Stay tuned.
I give you sneakers.
These are Nike Air Max 95 Essential sneakers, and they are truly a symbol. Take a look. These have a recognizable silhouette and above that, most importantly, great comfort and style. They were perceived as ahead of their time when they were launched in '95, and today they are a crowd pleaser. But before all that, let's talk a bit about their history. The Air Max 95 originally released in '95 as a running shoe for larger athletes that pound the pavement hard and are demanding maximum cushioning. The design was created by trained industrial designer Sergio Lozano, who was working in Nike's ACG during the mid-90s. He was given the task to design the 7th model for the iconic Nike Air Max collection. The sneaker's initial design was perceived as controversial, the shoe not only showcasing an unconventional design, but it was also the first to have a visible Air forefoot unit, a black midsole, as well as a gradient gray hue, a color considered unpopular during that period. The Essential model that I have here with me today is one of the Air Max 95 model versions, more modern, stripped off of unusual materials and straying away from unneeded gimmicks. Okay, let's dive in and discuss their looks. Appearance-wise, the shoe's colors proved just as iconic as its design inspiration. First released in gray hues paired with bright yellow accents, they now can be found in many colorways, and I find it hard to not easily find one to take home. The pair that I took home is dressed in an all-black silhouette from top to bottom. They take their visual design cues from human anatomy. In theory, the lacing system is inspired by a set of ribs, followed by a spine-inspired outsole, and the mesh and suede upper representing muscle fibers. All of that hugged by a layered upper construction with synthetic suede, stitched, and compression molded for offering support. We can spot the multi-layers stitched on top of each other, layer after layer after layer, and so on. Branding-wise, we can spot the Air Max logo embroidered on the tongue, Nike Air logos on the insole and in the heel area, and the last one sits on the outsole. In the features department, I will start with the most important one, and that's their bounciness.
SUVs black on black.
Because thanks to Nike's Air Max technology, bubbles of pressurized air sit under your whole footprint as dual pressure air sole units that will keep you springing on each step or running stroke.
Black on black.
So much that runners reported that this helped them to go further distance and keep their ankles in comfort for longer times. The casing of the air structure also acts like a mid-foot shank, and you can spot it on the outsole, piercing through a cut. Speaking of the outsole, the Waffle One Disc Kicks feature offers traction and durability, featuring a pattern that seems to be able to take any kind of terrain, so that you could pull any stunt in any movie with grace. In the comfort department, of course, the Air Max contributes a lot to this sneaker's overall comfiness, and on top of that, mesh overlays provide breathability throughout the entire top of the foot, along with the Air Max 95 speed lacing eyelets designed to wrap the wearer's foot from top to sock liner. Because of their strap loops and round boots laces, these are way easier to get on and off compared to other sneakers out there. Still in the comfort department, I have to mention the above normal level of cushioning everywhere that this feature. They are very well cushioned in the front, on the sides, in the heel area, and also the tongue is quite thick and soft at the top, and thin, stretchy and breathable on the bottom, and it is cinched to the shoe on the sides and very well kept in place by the laces going through its 3 loops. That is something you do not usually see in sneakers. Another great feature are the flex grooves featured in the midsole that let your feet move freely. And speaking of the midsole, this one is soft and also offers adequate arch support. Now, what I find important for runners and catchy and nice looking for casual wearers are the 2 big reflective materials that this feature. One in the back, the heel and acting also as rigid reinforcement, and one in the front stitched on the tongue, doubling as loops for the tongue that I have mentioned earlier. I think now is the best moment to draw conclusions about this. So, these are iconic, pass the test of time, seem well built and comfortable. What else is there left? Well, are these suitable for running? Because that's the only reason they were born, right? Where technically one fella could run in them, but taking into account the heavier midsole and their clunky construction, these are today more suited for casual wear when compared to modern running shoes. Before buying them specifically for running, you have to know that these are bulkier and heavier than other running inspired kicks, but a very comfortable casual wearer. Also deemed to mention, forever in style. When it comes to Air Max 95 sizing, true to size is a good choice. The fit is slightly on the snug side, but breaks in quickly to adapt to the wearer's foot shape. For those sneaks heads out there that like to keep their babies sparkling, in this case, the all black midsole helps a lot to mask dirt after walks or runs. Also, you can rest assured that no matter the place or type of event you will find yourself in the middle of, you will look completely composed wearing this. And maybe their most powerful quality is their durability. These seem as tough as a $2 steak, and unlike one, quite on the pricey side, but not having to look for sneakers every year is great news, and you can always try to hunt them when they are bleeding on sales. Best piece of meat you ever had. And speaking of meat, give me some by subscribing. In return, you can rest assured you will not miss any future iconic or wacky pair of sneakers. That was it. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care.
I give you sneakers.